Pigstep is life, there is nothing else? No. There is another. Hello folks, welcome in. I have not already listened to the new disc Einstein. I have been avoiding listening to the new disc so that we can find it and listen to it in a video or on stream. So we'll see how that works out for us today. Hi folks, welcome to your Thursday Minecraft live stream. My name is Pixelriffs. The hype train is close. Dogman Jack, thank you for gifting 2 subs while we were loading up here. Nixcraft, thank you for the 200 bits. And Trisha, gifting 2 subs as well. Thank you very much. Welcome on in. Can't equip your bit badge for some reason. I blame Twitch for all of this. Bitter Fruits with the 9-month resub. Kicking off that hype train. Welcome in. Thank you for the 9 months of support here on the channel. Welcome in, friends. Hope you're all very well. Looking cozy? I am cozy. Got my sweats on, got a sweater on. Not sweating. Overall, perfect vibe. Devin, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back for your 5th month supporting the channel. Appreciate that very much. There is another side. Yes, it could be the B side to Pigstep. It could be. Dream96 with the 9 months as well. 9 for you as well. Thank you very much. Exciting times. Yeah, this is probably one of the coziest items of clothing I own. It's very, very nice. And we need it too. It's gotten cold. It rained basically all day yesterday. And today the wind is bringing a chill. Castle Lion, welcome in. Thank you for gifting that sub. And Love Neska with the 2 months. You also have Kaylee Elise returning for 9 months. Hype Train level 1 complete. Lovely to see it as we are rolling in here. Apparently I'm looking a little out of focus. Is the focal depth kind of thrown off? I am sitting back a little bit. I'm starting to relax. Got to be intense and focused. How's this? Is that better? Sun is starting to pick up on this side of the world. Been enjoying some morning walks. Oh, Bruno. A healthy option. I assume you're having some nice weather right now, actually. So happy that Lena Rain's doing more music for the game. Absolutely. She's so good. Like, really, really good. An unofficial Iskall raid comes in. Well, welcome in. We had the official Iskall raid a while ago. That was awesome. But thank you very much for coming in as an unofficial raid. I appreciate it. Hope Iskall's stream was good. Hope he's feeling better. Obviously, a lot of folks on Hermitcraft actually having bouts of ill health. It's a shame to hear it, but I hope they all feel better soon. What happened to the background lights? They are still there. It's just like a little bit more natural light coming into the office today. The fact that they are scrolling like that is just an effect of the camera's shutter speed, not an effect of the lights themselves flickering. I think it might even have to do with the brightness setting that I set on the Nanoleaf app. I can adjust it slightly with my phone here so that you can see this. But the Nanoleaf has not been interacting well with my Stream Deck. Like if I push those, yep, there you go, brighter, see? But then if it goes dimmer, like sometimes you start to see those little scrolly effects kind of dip away. Let's leave it hovering at around 40%. Yeah, that should do fine. I think, yeah, just something about the shutter speed. It's like, you know, on film footage of cars. Oh, and then I move and it starts again. It's weird. But, yeah, it's something to do with the shutter speed and the balancing effects that the camera is trying to do with brightness and everything. If you look at film footage of cars and you look at the hubcaps, the wheels moving, a lot of the time they seem to be spinning really fast, and then the spin will just kind of sort of slow down and it'll start to go in the reverse direction. And that's not because the wheels have suddenly started going in the opposite direction. It's because of the shutter speed of the camera and the frame rate at which the camera is trying to capture things is obviously not like as accurate as the human eye can reproduce, even though the human eye is fooled by certain frame rates. And, you know, obviously the wheel is revolving at a certain rate that when it juxtaposes with the speed at which the camera is filming, it can make it look like the wheels aren't spinning the same rate. All about FPS of LEDs versus the camera. Yes, and of course in the UK, I think we use alternating current to power a lot of our devices. So It can happen that way sometimes. It's why lights tend to flicker sometimes. Anyway, that's a brief and badly described science lesson for you all. Dream at 96, thank you for another 100 bits. And Matt C. Sully, thank you for the 100 bits as well. Appreciate that. Level 2 on the hype train, still rolling on. And we're going to be playing some Minecraft, of course. When do we ever? We're going to be playing in Snapshot 21w42a, in which I'll be attempting to find the new Otherside music disc in a fresh survival world. We're not going to be on the survival world I started for today's video, because two things happened. First of all, I wanted to take some thumbnails, so I cleared my inventory entirely, so I have none of the equipment that I would have had when I started, because I wasn't intending on keeping the world anyway. The other thing is, I, out of curiosity, went to another stronghold on the map. I just went back to my spawn point, moved in a different direction, found the closest stronghold to those coordinates in the opposite direction to the way I traveled, teleported myself straight to that. There was one corridor chest in it, had the music disc inside. I cannot believe it. Like, if I had gone a few blocks in the opposite direction after I came back from the nether, I might have found a different stronghold that would have had the music disc inside, which is hilarious, but also bad luck on my part that I didn't do that for the video. I did not listen to it. I have not yet listened to the track, whether in-game or out of game, because I want to listen to it on a jukebox, in a meadow, in survival Minecraft. So we're going to be starting a fresh new world. We're going to be doing that in normal difficulty in survival. We're going to be allowing cheats, but not for the purposes of anything we want to do on stream. We're maybe going to fly around in spectator a little bit and look at the scenery if we're able to accomplish our goal, but we're not going to be cheating anything in. We're not going to be modifying any game rules. We are just going to be trying to find the music disc in... I'm not going to call it a speedrun, because I know a lot of people get weird about the process of a speedrun. This is not that, but we're going to be trying to play through the game a little fast so we can find a stronghold. Tadpole Milk, thank you for 10 gifted subs right there at the end of the hype train. You love to see it. Folks in the chat who got gifted a sub, make sure you thank these very generous sub gifters for supporting the channel and supporting you. And Baking Muffins with the 10 months and AEX Sinner with the 14. I appreciate you both. Thank you so much. Welcome in. I think dungeons have more chance to find a disc. Well, the thing about dungeons is, if we stumble upon one, great. I will be doing a bit of caving. I hope to find a dungeon during that time. If I do not find a dungeon, I at least have a way of being guaranteed to find a stronghold. And a stronghold will have between 1 and 4 corridor chests in it, as far as I'm aware. It could be more. I don't know how much structure they generate on average. Shiesty, thank you for the 1,000 bits. You're a little bit late. Hey, no worries. Better late than never. And thank you for the 1,000 bits. I really appreciate it. So we're going to be 20 disc search. We'll call it that. Can you get it from mobs? No, it is a loot chest exclusive in the same way that Pigstep is. It can only be found very rarely in dungeon chests or very rarely in strongholds. Now, this is an interesting spawn. We don't need to worry about the pillager outpost over there, because apparently mobs are still not spawning around the structures that they are a part of. Probably a quirk of the... Hello? There it is. Probably a quirk of the terrain generation still being tweaked here and there. I'm sure they will be restored soon. And I do wonder if guardians are popping up in weird locations in oceans as a result. I think the Elder Guardians should still be there, ironically enough, because they are spawned with the structure as entities rather than spawning naturally around that environment. But either way, we have a cold biome spawn. This is unusual, but at least it is spawning us near something that has wood, instead of spawning us in a desert or a mesa that does not. There was something in the changelog about this, and I'm not certain if I've understood it correctly, but if I have, they are very specifically trying to avoid situations in which the player ends up in an area with no trees. So, makes a lot of sense that we are spawning where we are. Not in complete isolation, there is at least some spruce wood around. And we can craft ourselves a stone pickaxe. Get rid of the wooden pickaxe in a bit. And we'll see how we do. Elder Guardians, they're not regular Guardians? Yeah, I figured as much. It makes sense that that's how it would work out. Alright, let's get 15 cobblestone, seems good enough. And let's hop on out of here. Let's make ourselves a couple more sticks. And that way we can get an axe. We can get a shovel. Excuse me, I wanted to swap those. And then we can make a furnace. We have a little bit of stuff going for us. And I expect we will need to head for some trees. Let's check out the outpost just in case. Oh, and if there are some iron golems in here, we'll be able to get our early iron that way too. That's probably a good plan. Give me a nudge when we go to either the nether or we go caving, and I will turn up the gamma on my footage as I have done on previous streams. Doesn't seem like there's an iron golem in there. Nor in here. They've rumbled me. They knew my strats. There was one world that I spawned in, and there were 5 of those cages with iron golems in, and no pillagers in the outpost. I just killed them all for, like, basically full iron gear right off the bat. It was a really interesting spawn. Alright, we got some bottle of enchanting. We got a little bit of food. We'll take the potatoes with us, actually. That's really good cave food. And, of course, a little bit more wood in there. Fantastic. We've got enough string for a bow as well. That's looking promising indeed. I so rarely end up making a bow on these survival playthroughs. I just melee everything. But when you go to the nether, that becomes a problem. 1 level. It's amazing that a bottle of enchanting contains exactly enough XP to get you from level 0 to level 1. And then after that, it's like exponentially more, obviously, but still. Still really wish bundles were a thing, but since they're not, we are moving on. Bundles have been confirmed not to be in any of the 1.18 releases. So alas for bundles. I tell you what we're going to do, actually. We're going to Boz 99 it a little bit. I call him Boz 99 all the time. I feel really bad. It's just Boz. We are going to go over the frozen rivers in a boat, because not only will this save us hunger points from traveling, it is really fast now. I mean, it was fast before, but it's fast now because you don't have to worry too much about banging on the corners as much. He says, absolutely failing to Tokyo Drift his way down this river. But it's actually really fast to travel this way because all the rivers are frozen as far as the eye can see. And the rivers are also really wide. So we've got a stone shore over here. Maybe we'll get some iron from this. We'll probably grab the coal at least. There's some copper here as well if we want a spyglass. I don't know if the information about the Bedrock Beta having skulk blocks in it is going to be accurate, but ModBay, which is the account people have been referencing in talking about the skulk block preview in the Bedrock Beta, has apparently been fairly reliable in the past. So I'm curious, and I will definitely check them out if they are in the game. What's up, King B-Dogs? Good to see you in chat. How are you? Have you all calmed down a little bit after Minecraft Live? I hope you've all had a fantastic time, and congrats on debuting the new vision for the Deep Dark. I think it's amazing, dude. I think you guys are doing fantastic work. Think it'd be fun to add the powdered snow freezing animation if swimming in the frozen ocean without leather on. I don't know. Like, I go back and forth on the survival game aspects of Minecraft quite a lot. Look at all this gravel, by the way. This is like a gravelly shore. It's stony shore, but the majority of the stone is tiny and gravelly. Oh. Hello, hello. We've got a lava lake over here. I might save this location just so we can make the quick nether portal, but I don't have enough iron for a bucket yet or anything. Doing good, calmed down a lot. Happy people didn't shun me from the community because of delaying. I've seen some occasional, very occasional, and frankly kind of like conspiracy theorist weirdo sounding comments to that effect. But you're always going to have some people like that in the community regardless, and I'm glad that the majority has been positive because you'll deserve that positivity. Like, anytime things are delayed because they are being made 100 times cooler, my maths is approximate, I think it's always going to be worth it, man. Always going to be worth it, and you'll always have my full support for what that provides. I do think it's looking phenomenal. Like, all of that Deep Dark stuff is going to be so fun to explore. So fun getting murdered by the Warden, probably. But I still want to make friends with him if I can, somehow. We will find ways. So we got 2 irons so far. That's enough for a set of shears if we want to make a bed the humane way. Speaking of which, we should probably get some food. So, RIP these cows. I'm sorry, I was trying to crit. I was trying to get the one-shot kill. we go. On the last podcast, Joel is right that the Warden is what makes the darkness because it's getting closer when the Shrieker shrieks. It's not the Shrieker. That's the fantasy, at least. It's technically the Shrieker block. Cool. I will, if Joel isn't around in the stream, I will let him know that you have confirmed that in chat because he'll be very interested to hear that. And yeah, I do think it's interesting the effect you need to pull off with like the fiction of the world versus the technical reality of the world. That's got to be such a tricky balance to strike, you know? But of course, you all know all about that. Based on the preview on Saturday, looks like the delay will totally be worth the wait. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Like, obviously, when we first saw it at Minecraft Live 2020, the Warden looked phenomenal as it was. But then, at the time, it was just kind of walking towards the player in a deep slate ravine somewhere low down in the world. There's our iron, by the way. Excellent. And so, yeah, it felt like, you know, this was unusual because we'd never seen the environment before, but now we have environments like that. The Warden could just have felt like just another mob roaming the caves. The fact that this environment has been built up around it and it has this whole character of its own is so important to the experience. Like, it is so vital to the experience of any kind of horror scenario that the environment, the sound, you know, the visual effects are all working in tandem to create something like that. I was saying this on the podcast. It's like, imagine a horror movie without the soundtrack or the sound effects. And that's sort of what it felt like we were seeing. Obviously, you know, some things about the original preview of it at Minecraft Live 2020 could have been refined, and there were clearly some early, like, sounds and stuff involved as well. And the visuals were all there, but, like, again, like, whole new level for the Wild update. So excited for that. The Warden terrified you previously this year. You are now deceased. Creating immersion in a sandbox game is really difficult. Exactly, because, like, yeah, this is, in theory, a game where the player can go anywhere and do anything, and yet... and yet you have to create situations that feel like, you know, like a bottle episode of a TV show. Like, the scenario has to be in place, and you have to somehow be able to predict or guide the player's actions, and that is so tricky. Like, it's like that laying traps for people in an SMP server. You have to be able to, if you want it to be at all sophisticated, you have to be able to predict what they're gonna do. And not everyone is gonna react the same way. So, like, the psychological aspect of it really has to be either universal or so, like, overwhelmingly vast that you cover all your bases. It's very, very interesting seeing the team cope with a challenge like that and rise to it. Like, I cannot say enough good things about the way the Deep Dark looks now. I'm very much looking forward to it being in the game, but once again, worth the wait. Let's find some sheep, because I am hurting for a bed right now. Do I know how you can create a server on Minecraft which you and your friends can play on? Obviously, a lot of the main server hosts, like the reliable server hosts... Oh my gosh, there's a village over there. Incredible. You're going to want to check out paid server hosts, which I know is obviously not something everybody can do. But Mojang has their own service called Realms, which, you know, is built into Minecraft, so it's probably the easiest option. You have a lot of third-party server hosts, which will do you a good deal on a small server. And I know there are some, like... There are a couple of free server hosts out there. How reliable those are is another question entirely, and I can't vouch for any of them. I know Empire's SMP is hosted by Cubed Host, which is a paid hosting service and a good one. There are a lot of potential hosting services out there. It's just about finding one that you want to go with as reliable, and obviously, in some cases, it's about having the budget to do so. I can't believe this little farming community here, and it's just like a fairly tiny village, although there's a couple of houses inland, it looks like. Also very close to another pillager outpost. But they had a house that had basically been frozen in, and that bed in there was uninhabitable to the villagers. Nice colour for the bed sheets, though. I like that purple. Got, oh, some sticks and feathers. This is clearly the house of the Fletcher. Even if the fletching table wasn't there, kind of a dead giveaway. I'm not going to worry too much about arrows at present, though. Got some emeralds for a couple of early trades. And do they have... did they have hay bales here that I'm just ignoring and not seeing? Got 2 weaponsmiths, both of whom are trading me the same sword for different prices. Hello? They both got Bane of Arthropods 3 knockback 1, and they're clearly competing. That's a weirdly specific enchant. Very, very funny. Yeah, glitch in the Matrix, right? And I bet both of these are their grindstones as well. They're just like, hello? There is 17 obsidian in this chest and a saddle. Oh, Minecraft. Minecraft, I cannot believe you. 17 obsidian? You're spoiling me. Come on. Come on now. That is ludicrous. Let's take some spruce saplings as well. Oh my gosh. Hi, folks. Thank you for providing me everything I need for this trip. I'll throw the seed in the chat for people as well, if anybody wants to, I don't know, play along or whatever. Please don't post the coordinates of the stronghold. That's all I ask. Thank you. And that's not sarcasm, that is deadly serious. Like, I would like to find the stronghold under my own steam. Honestly, if people did post it in the chat, I'd probably, like, glance at it and then forget what the coordinates were immediately, so no huge likelihood of that happening, but still. Alright, so we have a couple of options here. We could save the obsidian for an emergency portal. Oh, by the way, I have enough iron now that I can make a shield and a pickaxe, so that's useful. What I'm thinking about doing, slightly different to the approach I was taking in today's video, what I'm considering doing is making a portal wherever I find a lava lake, and then just kind of dipping in and out of the nether to look for fortresses. So if we end up finding a nether fortress really close to where I spawn in, then great. If not, we go running to the radius of where we are likely to find strongholds in the world, which is going to be another, you know, 400 or 500 blocks at least. And then we try and make another portal there. So I'm keeping this obsidian on me as backup obsidian for now. And I will try and find a ruined portal so that we can get some gold. But we could repair portals with that obsidian. We could find lava lakes so we don't have to use the obsidian. I want to head back to, I believe it was over here, the lava lake on this side, and just dip my head into the nether and see what's up. That's what I would like to do right now. I did take a screenshot of the coordinates. So it was negative 404, but then 512, so like over here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I see the fires in the tree. There we go. Do I have... This stone shore with all the gravel is going to be an easy source of flint. Perfect. And we got a boat, just in case we need to do some falling. Let's just pop that there. And then let's see if I remember how to do this. So we've got to put that there. Got to put this like there. I think it's something along these lines. Yeah, that'll do. Perfect.
Well, that's just right.
Let's see what's in the nether. A warped forest. Okay. Okay, nice easy source of ender pearls. I like this. Any easily available nether gold ore? I'm going to wear out this stone pickaxe just so I don't have to worry about lugging it around with me after this. And we'll make some boots. Not that worried about the armor value. Somebody pointed out that an iron helmet and a gold helmet basically do the same thing, but I just default to boots because they're cheaper, generally. We could, of course, grab a little bit more while there are no unzombified piglins in the immediate area. Breeze, thank you for the 13 months, sorry. Had trouble reading numbers there for a second. Alright, and that's 4 more ingots. Beautiful. Okay, let's see if we can track down some endermen here. Which should not be too difficult, but these are dense biomes, and sometimes getting hold of endermen is a little bit tough. Grab some of these for the MLG vine, which I've never attempted. So we'll see how that works. He's also holding a warped fungus. Nice. I love getting Monster Hunter from killing an enderman. That feels so, like, so endgame somehow. Where'd that guy go? See, like, he's on the other side of there. I can just about tag him. There we go. Now come over here. Thank you for the nudges in the chat. I will take care of that right now. Boop. There it is. A little bit brighter, just for visibility. Okay, we've made that enderman mad and now he's just gone, question mark? I often worry about that because... There he is. Yeah, that's right. Come over here. I think he's having trouble pathfinding to me, which is fine until it's not. That's 2 for 2 and some warped nylium without silk touch. That's kind of nice. What can I throw out here? What is taking up multiple inventory spots? I don't quite have enough string for a fishing rod if we want to go searching for another fortress on a strider, which is my preferred way of traveling. I should also make sure I take the coordinates of my nether portal, even though we have the obsidian to make one anywhere. Once again, I would prefer to not worry about using it. It was right here, yes. Especially since we're nowhere near 0, so the portal wasn't exactly near 0, either. There's more endermen outside the warped forest than in, it feels like. There it is. I don't know if that actually worked at all, but it kind of did, I guess. Alright, you lads stay there while I knock a hole in this wall real fast. And then come at me, bros. Do I increase the gamma value when I know I'm going to the nether? It always looks dark unless you do that. I'm just doing it on Streamlabs with a filter for the nether, and I think a lot of the deep slate caves kind of need it now because... Alright, 3 for 4, not bad. Because the deep slate caves just end up getting so dark and you don't light up the entire place if you're not keeping the world for very long. Like, I think in a Let's Play series, I would probably do a lot more lighting up of those caves because I'd be taking it a lot slower. But when I'm just zipping around trying to find a stronghold or something like that, it's never really a priority for me, lighting a place up that thoroughly. You love Enderman, they come with gifts. They do. That guy was just dropping all kinds of stuff. Most of it is stuff I don't need, but I'm not going to complain, you know? Oh, there's a ghast. Should we get return to sender? The trick is to, like, sidestep slightly. There you go. That easy. Luckily, that ghast wasn't moving around at all, so that was possibly the easiest ghast we could have done that with. But sure, why not? Don't hit a pig, man. Yeah, this time I will not. This time I will avoid that at all costs. But it was pretty funny though. it was entirely by accident. I was just clicking to try and spam fireballs back at the ghast in that episode, and I panicked. I panic-clicked a pigman, and I was very lucky that the terrain worked out the way it did, and there was an easy jump to that warped forest. Otherwise, I would not have survived for long. I can't actually remember the last time I got genuinely taken out by zombie pigmen, though. You can outrun them, but there's just so many. And the fact that the aggro sort of never goes away. I feel like they resolved some of the issues with zombie pigman aggro around the time of the Nether update because of the line of sight fixes that everyone thought were going to break gold farms there for a minute. I think those fixes were genuinely an improvement, even though obviously it makes the Nether slightly less dangerous, but I mean, all you got to do is not hit a pigman. How hard is it? Right? We'll see. We'll see. I'll try not to do it again. Oh! Oh, chat. We have had everything handed to us on a plate. You know how long this took me when I was making that video? I was an hour and 10 minutes in when I found the Nether Fortress in that video. We are at half that right now. Putting out fires with a flint and steel. There's a new one. Looks like we can use this natural staircase to get down here. Yeah, and I always end up finding a bastion before I... Or like, when I'm looking for a bastion, I always find a nether fortress. When I'm looking for a nether fortress, the opposite happens. A terrible fortress. Hopefully a better fortress than is advertised. But we'll see. Well, certainly got some effective lighting. There's lava above there. Good to know. Nice. There's our first diamonds. I was hoping there to be our second and third diamonds, but hey. I guess we don't need the saddle anymore if everything is kind of right here near spawn. But this was very lucky. That's outside, so that's going to lead to a blaze spawner. Is it worth hucking some gold at piglins and hoping to get a fire resist potion at this point? Alright, let me catch up on alerts real quick. Axiom, thank you for 7 months. Mr. Kitty with the 3 months. Smurf with the 2 years. 24 months has flown past. Well, I'm sure it has. Well, thank you so much. And Olin, thank you so much for the $1. Appreciate the $1. Dollars pay them bills. Nope, nothing in there. Nothing worth having, at least. Cross your fingers for 2 diamonds. Oh, some gold, though. I'll take the gold. Alright, I might try and see if we can get a fire resist potion within the few ingots that I have. And then taking on a blaze spawner will be a little safer. Alright, we've been that way. This is my way out. Or I believe it was. Yeah, there we go. Where my hog's at. Smurf, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Oh my goodness. It's incredibly generous of you. What are you doing? Thank you very much. And for folks in the chat who just got gifted a sub, make sure you thank these very generous folks for their fine, fine gifts. Alright, excuse me, fellas. Oh. Little local patch of Nether Fortress action. It's very, it's a bit ravine around here. Feeling ravine. Oh, I've got one here already, haven't I? Just gonna... Chat, you are number 1. Just gonna hold these in case any hoglins run up on us. Yeah, the one piglin I see in this entire environment is over here. The rest are all zombies. So let's go and see him, shall we? You know what? Let's dig up some netherrack from around here. I find netherrack too useful as a bridging material. Hi, friend. Came over to see you special. If you could, hello? Literally throwing money at your feet, my man. You know what? If you could stand in this hole, maybe. No? You not up for standing in holes today? Well, I guess not. Fine. If you could throw stuff not into the lava, that would be great. Spectral arrows, I'll take them. Good for the bow. String, good for a strider if we needed one. Alright. Don't really need that, but thanks. Dale, you're from France. Have a good day, please. Well, thank you. I will. Certainly hope I will, anyway. Alright, more spectral arrows. Can't complain. I picked up the gold. Sorry. Have that back. More string. Okay, that's some blackstone. Thanks for the advancement. Anything else? Well, it was worth a try. Time to take on a blaze spawner with just a shield. And gold boots. Don't really have much else I can do with any of that. Hey, the diamond at least means we can make a jukebox. I hear fire crackles. I'm looking for blaze crackles. Always worth a try. Heyo. Nice to know we get the 2-shot, but nope. No with a skeleton skull for me. The exit was this way. I just don't want a spawner that we get like 4 blazes spawning around, you know? Probably this way? Left, right? Or tricky. I'm thinking probably this way. Guess not. Looks like we're going upstairs then. Yeah. Well, we can hear it. Perfect. Ow. Not quite sure how he set me on fire. I was blocking at the time. See, what I meant to do was this. Oh. They're snipers, these guys. Come on down, buddy. Do we want to unload our bow into these guys? Probably not. Problem is when they set fire to all the blocks, it means that the blaze rods end up getting lost. And I have no inventory space, that's the other problem. Oh, and there's more down there as well, great. Alright, so if I die, I'm dying in here. Let's get rid of this wheat, let's just make some bread out of that and toss the last one. Gents, you gotta stop burning your own drops. I ask this politely. If these lads down here will be any easier. The other thing I need to be concerned about is that I'm about to run out of durability on my axe. Alright, there's our first blaze rod at least. So we've got that. Oh. Hit in the walls. That was not something I anticipated. What are we thinking? I'm thinking probably just bow. We'll need some torches eventually anyway. Alright, this guy up here. Oh, he's got a friend. That's presumably where our other spawner is. Need to stop putting out fires with this axe. Alright, still only 2. Don't know where I put my crafting table. It's probably in the overworld somewhere. That's still 7 attack damage. It's better than nothing. It's not a 2-shot, but it's a 3. Okay, they were just random spawns, I guess. Don't really want the Wartnilium, actually. So this has now spawned like 1,000 blazes. Yeah. Wondering if I can get a couple isolated. Do slightly better at my own defenses here. Oh, hi. Get one? No. Just some XP. Hello. Ave Ave, thank you so much for the 6 months. And Throlash with the 28. Appreciate you both. A warm welcome. There's one more. I think that should be all we need, really. We have 3 more pearls that we could grab. So I think I'm going to be happy with that. I'm just going to make silly mistakes otherwise. So back through the fortress we go. Beating the game or getting the new disc? Getting the new disc is the priority here. We're not going to do for a dragon rush. I don't know the speedrun technique to kill the dragon. I know it's like just beds or whatever, but like, again, the timing of it is what eludes me. Can we get up this way without having to shoot down a ghast? Probably not, eh? Oh yeah, that was our little staircase, wasn't it? Let's just pillar up here. Yo, Tadpole Milk, thank you for gifting 10 subs. Another 10? An Enderman was here. All the gifts going out today, absolutely. Once again, folks in the chat, make sure you thank these very generous folks if you get gifted a sub, or even if you don't, just be nice. Just be nice to these people. Hup. And hup. And we are back at our portal, pretty much. Now if we can find a couple more Endermen to give the cheap shot to, then we are looking good for locating a stronghold. Or possibly even multiple strongholds, depending on how much luck we have getting the disc in the first one we can find. But honestly, finding the stronghold was a bit of a bumpy ride. It was genuinely taking me a while when I did it in today's video, so I think I'm out of range to aggro that guy. Any more locals? I hear one. I don't see one. Aha. Hi. You okay there, bud? Nice. What is that, 4 for 5 now? Pretty good rates. Welcome to my Enderman farm tutorial. This will get you 4 Ender Pearls for every 5 Endermen. Link in the description. Now, Piglin earlier gave me spectral arrows, so I can't be too mad at him, but would have loved a fire resist potion or a couple of extra pearls, not gonna lie. Any more for any more? Of course, this is the bit where I look at an Enderman that I didn't even notice was there, and he kills me instantly. You know what, I might go back to the overworld, because we might even find some Endermen there eventually. And I just want to be out of the nether in general, so I can set my spawn and everything. Can I turn on new in-game music? It's obviously kind of random when the tracks play. And we're kind of going for specific music in particular, but maybe a little bit later on. I just like playing with Pretzel because it can give attribution, like it can tell you what the name of the track is and the artist and everything, which, like, I don't know these tracks super well yet, so I wouldn't be able to, like, tell you what track was playing, and I expect people would ask, and I'd be like, I'm not familiar enough with them yet to tell you which one was which. Where we at? Where we at? Let's take stock here. There we go. So we have these, which are going straight into those. And what can I chuck out? I guess we don't need the warp fungus, really. And the nether brick fence. The flint is kind of useless at this point. We'll obviously keep the iron ingot. The saddle, likewise, can go, unless we want to tame a horse, but I sort of don't. And the one wheat can get thrown out as well. This is all just the stuff that I ended up keeping on me just in case. The string might be useful. I need to get myself a better axe, so we'll just do that right away. We'll keep the water bucket there. We'll keep the boat. There's odd stuff like dirt and gravel. We can get that anywhere now. Probably throw out the netherrack too. I'm going to turn the leather into leather boots. Now we have 2 crafting tables, because apparently I had one anyway. So now we can be a little bit safer when we're going over the mountains. And This was the outpost that we saw when we came here, right? So this one doesn't have any iron golems in it. I got kind of turned around. There's a crafting table there too. You can just straight up ban them, Ginger, thanks. Let's go here, why not? Okay, that way. That is east. And we get the pearl back. See you in 1,000 blocks. Back over the frozen ocean, no less. Just gonna skirt around the outside of this. Gonna keep an eye out for any easy iron that we can get from the cliffs here, but I expect most of it will be higher or lower than this. Come back. No. Don't sink. I need you. Oh, we drifting. The new disc to be found in strongholds and thought it was regular dungeon loot. It is both. In theory, it spawns in both. And strongholds are the only one that I can find using an in-game item and not just like lucking into them. So I'm going for strongholds. We can't place a boat down on that. But on this... What an absurd way of getting up a cliff. Dungeons are now more common under Y0, but then so are just all manner of things. Caves, mobs, a complete lack of coal. All of these things under Y0. Like, when we go looking for the stronghold, we are probably going to be looking under Y0 anyway, because strongholds can generate that low down now. The stronghold I found in today's video, for example, started at, like, Y-4. So, I think at this point I may as well go looking for a stronghold, and if there are any dungeons in the area, then we're going to find them anyway. Hello, hello. I love frozen oceans because they are the places where the shipwrecks look the most ridiculous. Still going this way. Still headed east. This is a boss playthrough. We're going eastward. I'm hoping that the shipwreck will at least contain enough iron for me to make some better armor and some iron tools. Or it can point me towards a shipwreck where I can get some diamonds. Not a shipwreck, a buried treasure. Why are items sinking now again? They always sink. They've just got momentum. They float again afterwards. It's not like items always just kind of like floated on the surface like they were floating on top of a block. But like, that's going to sink. And then it's going to come back up to the surface again after that. Hello? I think it's just taking a moment to think about the map. There it goes. It's not even a... All right, that's not even a buried treasure map. Just really wanted to think about that. It had a lot of soul searching to do. Great. I'll take the wheat. Can't believe that didn't even have a treasure map in it. So I got none of the things I wanted from this ship. 0 out of 10, would not shipwreck again. I know you're getting excited for moss, but this is the 118 snapshots. There are lush caves. Moss is no longer an important item. It is relatively trivial. That 117 mentality. I know, it takes a little while to shake, right? I mean, moss is still exciting, don't get me wrong. But I'm more excited to find it in situ now than I am in shipwreck. Still waiting for spore blossoms and small drip leaf to become renewable. I mean, technically now you have the ability to find small drip leaf underground, and you can still get it from the Wandering Trader, because I don't think they're removing those trades. So it's certainly closer to usable. I know that's not renewable as such. I don't really consider the Wandering Trader to be such a great source of renewability when he is so dictated by randomness and chance, but still. Alright, we continue east. We continue east with an Eye of Ender. Spore blossoms shouldn't be renewable, otherwise people wouldn't go to lush caves after the first time. That is true. Going to ignore the drowned ruin. I don't think it will have much for me. I mean, it might have a buried treasure map, but not worth the risk when I have no armor. Wandering traders always have what we don't want. I've had a couple now that have had small drip leaf on empires. I have like 15 small drip leaf now, which I think is enough for me. At the moment, at least. I don't have any big plans with it, but I haven't been able to make big plans with it because I know it wasn't very available before this. Which disc am I looking for? The new one. They added a new Lena Rain track called Otherside in this update. In this snapshot specifically. Okay, that is equally as useless as the treasure chest we saw earlier. Let's try the one at the back. This one's thinking about it. Okay, great. There are just no buried treasures around here, I guess. Who would bury treasure here anyway? I wonder if the stronghold is going to be under this ocean. Considering we're now 2,000 blocks out, it seems almost likely. Yep. Oh, if it's under the ocean monument, I'm going to scream. Don't know where that went. So I'll just wait for it to come up. And avoid the drowned if I can. Famous last words. You know what? Oh, there it is. Here's a fun trick. Bed's creating air bubbles. Means you can sleep on the ocean floor. The seabed. Everybody loves the seabed. And until beds are made waterloggable, I'm going to keep doing that. Alright, let's go to this little sandbar over here. And let's throw an Eye of Ender. If it goes back towards the ocean monument, then I don't know what we're going to do. There's another shipwreck over there. Oh, thank goodness it's going away. And we get the eye back. Eye back.
Well, that's just prime.
It sure is. Where is the... I don't see it. I didn't take super close notice of where that went. Oh, it's behind me. I rode over it. F3 and B is so immersion breaking for me. I don't really like doing that. It's like, let me exist in the world without having to turn on hitboxes to see where stuff is. Like, I'm not that concerned. Like, if this was super technical and I was doing a speed run, then sure. But, like I said, I'm not really considering this a speed run. This is a very casual approach to quote-unquote speed run. Finally. Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll leave the lapis. We won't need that. Not planning on enchanting anything. Nothing there. Another chest that will take 3 minutes to open. Finally. Do you think it's on that island near us? Maybe it's not, actually. I was kind of tempted to just go to this island, find a 9-9 coordinate, and then dig down and see if I just randomly got a buried treasure. That would be a little ridiculous. We need to be facing north-east, I guess. So kind of this way. We'll reassert our trajectory towards the stronghold once I found this buried treasure. But we're not too far away from it because the icon is large, so... Those maps were bugged from the other two shipwrecks because they didn't have anywhere to spawn. Yeah, they're kind of in wide open ocean. I do wonder, because I know Henrik has been working on making biomes larger. I wonder if that also included ocean biomes. Like if the terrain devs have made ocean biomes larger. Because honestly, this is huge. I know oceans like this can generate right now in 1.17, but they are, I would say, relatively rare. Can you find these discs in the Woodland Mansion as a type of dungeon? When it says dungeons, it means specifically the mossy cobblestone rooms with the spawners in. Woodland Mansions are not a dungeon in the Minecraft sense. Dungeons are specific structures. Like if I type /locate dungeon, it directs me to one of those. When it's talking about dungeon loot, it means the loot you get in mob spawner rooms. Oh, there's a drowned ruin on the shore of this desert island. I tell you what, I have noticed lately that the buried treasure is generating closer inland. Like further inland than it was previously, which is kind of nice. I feel like a lot of the time you find them in earlier generation, they just end up like on the edges of these islands. But I think it's because beach biomes have been getting wider. You actually find that there are areas like this now. Which is probably this block. Yeah, there we go. No diamonds, but a decent amount of iron, which means we have enough for full tools now. I guess I'll take the food as well. I regret leaving the heart of the sea, but then we're not going to need it for anything. Make a chest plate at least. And probably a helmet and some leggings. Alright, eclectic, but we've got it. I guess we can make another stone axe if we need one. Big Mike, thank you for the Prime sub. Insane Dragon earlier with the 2 months in a row. Thank you very much. Okay, so in terms of Stronghold Locus, we need to be going back that way again. West. Alrighty. There it is. The Enderpearls have been kind to us. Southwest. Everything the sand touches is a beach. Sure is. Bimunculus with the 6 months as well. Thank you. I don't think it's going to be exposed to the ocean anymore. Strongholds don't seem to generate that high up anymore. They've got a lot of the underground to potentially generate in, so... If we are headed back towards the monument, it was definitely away from the monument, so I want to say probably somewhere around here. Because this island right here was where we were headed before. It's correcting a little bit that way. So maybe where that tree is, there goes our first eye. Maybe somewhere below this island. There's definitely an underwater cave down there that we can swim into. Need to craft a door or two. I saw some light down there that's probably just glow lichen, but we can check it out. I'm guessing that way. Oh, no. Still this way. Alright then. Let's dig down a little bit here. Do a quick dig down. Get ourselves just a touch more cobblestone. The one time I wish I could make a copper axe. Alright, now we have our primary weapon back. Also our primary wood chopping tool. What if it's under the shipwreck? Okay, we're still going that way. Is this the one we already got stuff from? This is the one we got the, yeah. So we continue in a general this way direction. And it was past the monument, so I guess it's probably around here. If I had to triangulate. Yeah, okay, it's back this way. So I guess where it is right there, probably where we need to dig down. Alright, let's make a few more torches, since we have the the technology. Leave my crafting table, you. Even though I have a crafting table next to a crafting table, I will not relinquish any of them. Alright, friends. We're in. I'm going to guess that we dig down around here somewhere. We're off the coordinates by a little bit for the main staircase, but I'm hoping that what we find is... something of a sprawling stronghold. And we're in. Hey, that wasn't too painful, was it? We came out in the library. Books! Okay, now the search begins. Let's throw leather and stuff in here. We'll keep the blaze powder just in case we need more of it. We don't need the treasure map. We can turn all of the wheat into bread. Just want to condense some of my inventory down. Living the nomadic life is tough. Although I could feasibly make an ender chest now, I suppose. More books. The amount of times I find these rooms and there's a creeper standing dead center of those is always really funny to me. Bit of redstone. I love the fact that you can find redstone in these chests. For some reason, that just always makes me smile. Okay, let's at least do this systematically, right? He says, completely losing track of where he was. So, this library is where we came in. So I'm going to leave some sort of marker here to be like, this is the way we came. And then the rest of the time around here, I'm going to start doing what I did in the video and kind of blocking off some of these areas with cobblestone once we have determined that they are no good. That's a staircase down. I tell you one thing I didn't encounter that many of when I did this in today's video is mobs. There weren't a huge amount here in the stronghold. This time there are. Alright, this one's a dead end. This one is not. Oh my goodness, this place is a maze. I think this is larger than the stronghold I found in the video today. But this does just seem to lead back around to here, which is where I've already been. So I guess we can kind of block that off. Alright, that's useless. That just leads back into here. Imagine this entire place is huge and it doesn't have any corridor chests. Two doors lead to the same place. This one leads to the outside. Every door, it's like a hydra. Every door leads to 3 more doors. Okay, so those 2 are useless. This one... Oh my gosh. There's so much of it! Alright, that one's useless. This leads through to here. That one's useless. Okay, so this entire area doesn't have anything. Right? Because that's dead, that's dead. Okay, so this we can break off. This one we know doesn't have anything. It just goes around in a circle here. That didn't lead anywhere. All right. All right. So this area is all closed off. That area led to somewhere we know. This is just the other side of that wall we saw. That leads down. Okay. Potential. This leads around in a corner. So nothing to be had here either. That doesn't have anything in it. Does have some iron, which I may as well take. Stronghold still holds up for you. They look great. I think they're good. Classic Minecraft structure. So now all of this is dead, basically. This leads through to the same area, so that's dead too. We can close off this whole area because we've been through everything over there. That leads us back the way we came. And that is the same thing again. So this whole thing can be closed off also. We can go down these stairs. What do we find? More corridors. And a creeper behind a door. Deal with him in a second. He's got two friends around here. Stronghold full of creepers. Alright, so that's nothing. This isn't anything either. This is a door with a creeper behind it, but probably not anything else from the looks of things. Nope, empty room. Sell for a creeper. So this staircase can be closed off also. Meaning that this whole wing basically can be closed off. And now we're going up here to these spots. I hear a silverfish, so that's where the portal is. Wherever that happened to be. Oh, there's one. Just trying to get myself a little bit more cobblestone for breaking this stuff off. Hey, what's up, Dish? Just concentrating on exploring this place. Here's our first chest. What do we think, chat? Let's get a prediction going. One of the mods start a prediction. Does this chest contain the disc? Make it a short prediction because what do we think? I have infinite channel points. I'm not allowed to vote. It's a strong pull to the yes, strong pull to the no. Man, people got a lot of points. Here's the thing. If you vote no and you're right, you're not going to get a whole lot of points back. If you vote yes and you're right. Oh, baby. All right, 15 seconds left to get your predictions in. 30% yes, 70% no. Alright. The no's have it. The no's have it. Give out those points. I'll take the Ender Pearl, though, because we might need to use that to find another stronghold at this rate. Break this chest, so that we don't get confused by that again. Anyway, there are other things. I did run straight towards this from... Which way do we come in? This way. So there are other... It's basically a straight shot back to the library, actually, looking at that. There are other ways we can go. So let's start by going right. There is a staircase here, which leads to nothing. This probably leads down to an area that we've already been. There's an Enderman in here. Oh, there's several Endermen here, actually. Imagine. A chest right by the portal room. Do we have another prediction going? Will this stronghold have the disc? There we go. That's probably a good universal prediction. Just gonna aggro this guy while we're here. See if we can get another pearl. Not from that guy. What about this guy? Dare I let them out? Considering the Enderman is 3 blocks tall. Three blocks tall and can teleport. Need I remind you? Alright, I'm going to wait for the prediction to end before I open this next chest. Stronghold full of eggs. No pearl from that guy either, by the way. Stingy Enderman here in the stronghold. The Endermen in my day were a lot freer with their pearls. It's closer to a 50-50 split. Right now it's 48%, 52%. Oh, it's swinging the other way. Swinging towards the yes. Alright. So this stronghold in its entirety. We're not just looking at this chest, so don't give the points out straight away. No disc. No disc for this one. So, we have potentially some more options. I will explore it as thoroughly as I possibly can. And we have another hour and a half in which we could go looking for other strongholds in this world. Because we know where this one is now. I'm going to block this off. But I'm going to go back the way I came in. And that way when I come down this spiral staircase, I will find that it's immediately next to the portal. So I will not be surprised. I should break... Actually, no, I blocked it off already. Okay, we have some stairs down that lead to nothing. See if there's anything on the other side of here anyway. Usually this just leads out into solid rock. Yeah. Not going to worry about that. So down here, past the first chest that broke our hearts, let's take a look here. We've got a spiral staircase leading up to nothing. This might be one of the staircases that actually, like, begins the stronghold. It is on that, like, more or less that 4-4 block, like right here in the center. So this is where you're supposed to look for these staircases. Unless it just always generates them on that block, I'm not sure. But either way. Another little jail cell, another stronghold chest. Right next to the library, too. 50-50 split on whether this stronghold is going to have a disc. It's got the disc. We've done it. Hour and a half. Not bad. GG. And we've even got a diamond in our inventory so we can listen to it on a jukebox. Chat. We have found the disc. Pretty good. I'm happy with that. I'm quite happy with that. I'm glad I finally get to listen to this track, because like I said, I have not been listening to it like on Spotify or anything. Let us make pride of place for it in the center of the inventory. Get this gunpowder nonsense out of here. Other side. Alright. Let's go listen to it somewhere. I don't quite have enough Eyes of Ender to unlock the portal. You know what? Let's listen to it in the library. I was going to be like, let's go to the surface. Let's, you know, look around. But, No. I tell you what we need to do. I'm going to change my mind here. We need to go to a meadow and get the advancement. It is only right and proper that we should do so. The library is a good place to listen to music. I entirely agree, but in this case, we need to go to the surface. We need to go find a meadow biome, and we need to get the advancement for listening to this new song. So advanced. Unleash the water.
Just prime.
That is just prime. Peregrine, thank you so much for the 7 months. And Edu Villad, thank you for the 2 months earlier as well. Mr. Badgerseth with the 30. First sub when you were building Founders Forge seems like yesterday. Oh yeah, got all kinds of new stuff to build. Hey look! Twin monuments. Just the 2, and they'd be too far away to really do anything with, but pretty cool. Alright. This is now a Boz99. This is now a Boz stream. Let's go east as far as we can. K Sula, thank you for that brand new Prime sub to the channel. Enjoy your emotes and your sub badge. Welcome to the Pixels. It's a wet meadow. It is. Meadows of the ocean. Real MVP is Ginger for not having banned Toz yet. It's only a matter of time. Entirely untrue. It's a matter of time and his good behavior. For this to be a Boz stream, I need to not listen to anything chat says. For this to be a Boz stream, I mean, I've already placed a lot of blocks, so I feel like that's already ruled out that this is a Boz stream. I just, for a second, I had to check that I still had the disc in my inventory, because knowing me, I would fumble like a left click or something, and it would still be in a stronghold chest, and I have to go back and get it. Imagine trying to find the one block of the seabed I had destroyed in order to make that tunnel down. Joe Mom, yes, I have found the new record. It took us an hour and a half, but we just found it in the, what was that, 3rd? Maybe 4th stronghold loot chest we found. Pretty good. Did I bring extra AA batteries for the portable disc player? I used to walk around listening to CDs. I had one of those, like, jog-proof Walkmans back in the day when everyone already had iPods and stuff, but I was walking around with, like, a shoulder bag with a CD player in it. And it had, like, anti-skip technology, which meant it would read the next 10 seconds of the disc ahead, so it didn't just stop the music if you jogged it too much. Tadpole Milk with 1,000 bits says, appreciate you, Pigs. Appreciate you, Tadpole Milk. Thank you so much. How many advancements do I have left? Oh, a lot. We have got all of these. But taking a look at it right now, we need diamond armor. We need to enchant something with an enchanting table. We need to weaken and then cure a zombie villager. And then we need to enter the end portal, which, if I'd spent a little bit more time farming blazes, we could have done. We got a little bit of stuff in the nether. Didn't get any ancient debris this time because I didn't run into a bastion or really go mining anywhere. And I don't have a diamond pickaxe, so I wouldn't be able to do that anyway. Good afternoon, Mr. Beardstone. Have you heard the music disc yet? Have you heard Otherside? Because I have not listened to it so that I could try and find it on a stream or in a video. Did a video about it today, didn't make it. But we have just found a copy of it on stream. We are on our way to listen to it in a meadow of our choosing. You have not? Well, if you don't want to get spoiled, then you might want to dip out once I find a meadow. But aside from that, if you are interested in having a listening party with us here on Twitch, then this is coming at you fairly soon, I think. As long as I can find a meadow biome, which we still have to find like a significant stretch of highland for. And right now, most of this world has been ocean for me so far. Haven't even really been caving, which is kind of incredible, actually. This is not a meadow for all intents and purposes. This is a plains biome, even though it's got lots of flowers around. It looks kind of meadowy to me, but I grew up in the countryside. Everything looked like a meadow to me. I heard the Caves and Cliffs soundtrack on Spotify. I have not listened to all of them. I have listened to the ones that are currently in the game, aside from this music disc. I haven't listened to Ancestry either, which is the one that isn't in the game yet. And the official word from Lena Rain on Twitter, because she was responding to Martin in the Littlewood asking about this, any kind of issues where Pigstep was causing DMCA strikes were because other people had sampled it and then uploaded their own thing as copyright, and the copyright strike system was looking for that song that they had sampled Pigstep for. The original track was not meant to be... it was meant to be DMCA friendly, basically. So, yeah, we don't need to worry about that, don't worry. If there is an issue with it, then all it means is this Twitch VOD gets taken down, and then you can go and listen to the track on Spotify, because the Twitch VOD was not necessarily, like, the point or anything. But, people like watching these streams after the fact, so... Now that we've done this, and we're actually doing it, like, on stream, I'm probably going to have to upload this to Pixel VODs, so that people can watch it again after it gets removed from Twitch. So if you're watching on YouTube, hi! I'm very glad that we were able to do this. I kind of like doing occasional streams like this where we just aim for one objective in particular. Do I lurk on Tumblr? Every so often, like rarely, but I don't visit Tumblr on like a daily basis, but I've seen bits and pieces of it. Especially once the fan art community for Empires took off. Like, I was just really interested to see how people interpreted some of the stuff I was building on Empires, because fan artists are just wildly talented. Minnesota Toz knows all about Minecraft Tumblr. The fan art for Empires has been amazing, yeah. We've got a ruined portal down there. I'm not sure if it would contain anything that I need, but let's go look in case it has an enchanted golden apple. Because sometimes they do. Enchanted helmet, curse of vanishing, of course. Is deviant art still a thing? I'm sure it's still a thing. In what context was it a thing to you, though? Because I feel like for some people, those communities feel like they're everything to you while you're part of them, but then as soon as you stop using it, you're like, that doesn't exist anymore. Like, that's Facebook to me. I've deleted my Facebook account now, but there are still plenty of people using Facebook. I hadn't used it for about 7 years when I logged in to delete it, so it no longer exists. Aren't golden tools and armor already pretty much curse of vanishing? I mean, I still have the gold boots. I'm pretty sure they're okay. Armor and stuff is alright most of the time, because you don't get hit that much unless you're, like, actively fighting everything. But tools, definitely, yeah. Tools are, like, they're gone like that. Pretty much instant. Although, gold pickaxe in the nether, being able to insta-mine netherrack, if it has, like, unbreaking or something, that can save your bacon. Also, yes, wow, this ocean is huge. So much terrain could go here. And yet it is ocean. Don't worry, there's plenty of terrain everywhere else, though. Case in point. Don't actually use Facebook. Yeah, I signed up for Facebook at a time when it was still only available to people who were part of a university or college institution. So I signed up when you had to basically tie your profile to where you went to school. And then it just became popular with everyone, and now it is a wretched hive of scum and villainy, so I haven't been on there for a very long time. It's weird, when I logged in, there were still people who I haven't spoken to, do not know, really, and, like, was just vaguely friends with, in the sense that I met them once or twice. Still leaving birthday messages on my wall, like, maybe 12 years after I'd actually known them. And I'm like, this is just society to you. Like, this is just how you live your life, is like wishing complete strangers a happy birthday on Facebook because Facebook told you it was their birthday that day. That's weird to me. Like, it's a lovely sentiment and all, but like, I don't know who you are. And not in a way that I want to feel like dismissive of who that person is, but like, it's really weird to be wished happy birthday by somebody who you peripherally met. Then again, I stream on Twitch, so I get a bunch of strangers saying happy birthday to me anytime I tell people it's my birthday, but it feels different because at least in this context, you're an audience. So we have, like, that kind of relationship. Like, I don't have any relationship to these other people on Facebook, you know? Big ol' shrug. When is my birthday? It's not until, like, May. It's the 17th of May, so we are basically at my unbirthday right now. People in the chat still saying happy birthday anyway. Thanks, guys. A very merry unbirthday. Please tell me there's not more ocean on the other side of this. This entire world is an ocean. I just want a meadow. I just want to play my disc. This is going to be the struggle of this stream now. It's not finding the fortress. That was dead easy. It's not finding the stronghold. That happened pretty quickly. It's not even finding the disc. It's finding dry land. So that I can actually sit down and listen to this record. Oh my goodness. Throw me a bone here. By a bone, I mean a meadow. Throw me a dinner bone here. I love the seed, more oceans. Slash seeds. There it is. I will copy that into the chat for you now that we've found the stronghold and everything. Once again, this is in Snapshot 21w42a. This is the most recent snapshot for Minecraft Java Edition. As far as the seed parity between versions goes, I understand that on Bedrock Edition, I think there is a limit to which Bedrock and Java have seed parity, and it comes down to the numbers being within a specific range. And so I think unless it's possible to somehow... Unless it's possible to somehow condense down this seed into a smaller number and still get the same result, I don't know if you will get the same seed on Bedrock Edition if you load it up there. But seriously, this is another island. I am flabbergasted by this. Is that another island too? I mean, it looks like there's a little bit more terrain happening consistently now. I love the sparse jungle, like the jungle edge biome, it used to be called. Now it's called sparse jungle. I do like that showing up in odd places. You know, I think that's cool. Hey, look, another room portal. Climate change is hitting Minecraft hard. Ouch. Ho cringe in the chat. You're simply stumbling across Hawaii, like those aliens in the Battleship movie. If you guys don't watch the Film Joy channel on YouTube, go and subscribe to the Film Joy channel on YouTube. Occasional bad language warning, but man, it's good. It's where Mikey Newman does movies with Mikey, but it's also the home of one of my favorite internet shows, which is Deep Dive. And they just got back into doing that after, like, a lot of stuff happening to them because they live in Texas, and so they were part of that snowpocalypse thing. Mikey's entire house basically got destroyed. But they just started making Deep Dive again, and it makes me so happy. The Battleship episode of Deep Dive was their first episode back, and I don't know, man, it looks like a fun movie. Like, I've been talking about this for a little while because I feel like ever since, like, maybe it's just like a certain symptom of me becoming an adult and paying more attention to global tragedy and, you know, being affected by stuff like the pandemic, which obviously we all are. I have not really been that interested in consuming, like, grim, gritty, dystopian, like, challenging media like that. Like, occasionally these days, I just want big, stupid, wacky fun. And I kind of attribute that to, like, the general sense that the outside world is something we need to escape from a little bit more at this point. And so right now, I've been talking about this previously, but I'm rereading stuff like Lord of the Rings. I'm kind of diving back into fantasy storytelling through playing stuff like D&D, and I think it's super fun to have an escapist kind of aspect to fiction. And so Battleship kind of, I mean, it looks like somebody tried to make a Transformers movie, first and foremost, but also it's just big and silly and is apparently kind of funny. It's got Rihanna in it. Like, I don't know, man, it scores points. So it's not looking particularly meadowish, but I'm looking for areas of high ground specifically. We are still kind of going east, so that's good. I just didn't want to get turned around here and head back towards the ocean. Have I, or am I going to see Dune? I would like to go and see Dune. I'm still not super keen on going to cinemas right now, especially with COVID cases being so high in the UK. I'm not really that interested in going to theaters, but I would love to. Because I like the director, I like a lot of the people involved with the project, the trailers look really cool. I read the book ages ago, and I found it difficult to digest at first, but I do remember a lot of it. So hopefully, like, a cursory understanding of the story will help pick apart all of the junk that's going on in the film adaptation. Now to going outside at the minute, I mean, same. I'm just kind of annoyed with people in this country thinking a pandemic is something you can hand wave away at this point, even though we're all vaccinated. Well, like I say, we're all vaccinated. All of the sensible people are, and all of the people who are able to get vaccinated. But then, obviously, I don't want to paint it as though people who are unable to get vaccinated because of, like, you know, immune deficiencies and stuff like that are not sensible. So I should probably word that slightly differently. But, you know, anybody who is able to get vaccinated should be at this point. But stuff still spreads. It just spreads to the people who aren't able to get vaccinated for whatever reason. And sometimes people get it even though they are vaccinated. So it's rough, man. It's rough. And all that is to say that I don't feel like going to the cinema. Black Dragon, thank you for 5 months. Thank you for... Oh, no, 7 months. Sorry, that's 5 months in a row. Hey, look. Calcite veins. Emerald ore. Exciting times. I should have brought that Silk Touch pickaxe with me. Can a gold pickaxe break an emerald ore? Or would it just disappear entirely? Because that would make me very sad. I do like the calcite. The calcite makes me very happy. Also, if you are at all starving for coal or iron in the 1.18 update, please just climb a mountain. There's so much of the stuff up here. In big veins, too. Not these, like, 1 or 2 blocks of iron. There's, like, 12 iron in one vein. You can't use golden pickaxes for emerald ore. I had that inkling, and I'm glad that I did not follow up on that, because I would have felt really bad. Like, I feel bad breaking emerald ore with a regular pickaxe now. This is a disease I'm going to cure myself of once there is much more abundant emerald ore in higher places in mountains. But, this is also not a meadow, by the way. This is just a plains. It would have made me really angry if I had broken the block and not even gotten an emerald out of it. You know? Like, if it just vanished. And to be fair, because of the increased speed of gold tools, a lot of the time it looks like you're mining a block at a sensible speed, when actually you're just destroying it. We had Midwest Dad, sorry for stumbling over that one. Midwest Dad with a Prime sub. Keeleon with 1,000 bits earlier as well. And Black Dragon with the 7 months. Thank you all very much. Would love if they introduced more gemstones and geodes, etc. Now there's going to be so much more underground. Yeah, I was hoping for more crystals kind of like amethyst. Look at this placement of that nether portal. That's so cool. But, yeah, I was hoping for, like, more crystals than just amethyst, but I do like the fact that we have amethyst crystals now. Anyone else getting Geometry Dash vibes? Some stuff on this might actually be some of the Geometry Dash soundtrack, actually. Oh no! We just got dunked in the portal. Good thing there wasn't lava there, but there wouldn't be if there was water flowing into it anyway. So yeah, I guess we have a lot of obsidian now. So I don't think any of that is a meadows biome. I think the important thing to note about meadows biomes is the grass color changes from the regular plains. I should also probably switch off the gamma correction filter so that you guys are seeing more accurately what I'm seeing in terms of color. Especially now we're out in the overworld. There we go. So those biomes over there are just plains biomes. The meadow has a distinctly paler grass color similar to the extreme hills grass color. Or a tiger biome. It looks kind of more of a minty greenish blue. I've never played Geometry Dash, but I've seen a couple of people play it on YouTube. I've seen occasional, like, frustration compilations or whatever. And Geometry Dash is based off of the Impossible game, right? So it's, like, kind of old at this point. I've seen my fair share of it. This is quite a cool valley. I like this valley a lot. Not certain that any of it looks like a meadow, though. I guess we can find out. If I attempt and fail an MLG water bucket from here, I will die, so I'm not even going to do that. It'd be absolutely awful to die this far out from spawn. Have to cross that entire ocean again. Or risk losing this music disc. Have to find a different stronghold. Or go back to the same one and hope it had 2. Once again. Judge rules. Not a meadow. Plains biome. You guys can't see that, right? Like if I do this. It says Ains. but you get the idea. We cannot play records on the Ains. Love an Ains biome. Yes, meadows do have a bluish tint to them. No, Zach, I'm not going to locate the biome. I didn't use commands to find the stronghold. I'm not going to use commands to find this. This is really just the icing on the cake. We've acquired the disc. Our job here is done. However, I would like to listen to it to get the advancement. So I plan on doing all of this in survival. Survival is kind of my thing. So just gonna play by my own rules here. Could be looking at a meadow over there. Could be looking at a meadow over there. There's a neat little overhang. And a lot of sheep around. Possible plains beehive? Yes, possible. It is also possible that meadows can generate lone trees that have a single bee nest in. So I'm on the lookout for that. The main thing you'll find about meadows is that they have just one type of flower growing everywhere, typically. Oh, that's a dripstone cave? Very nice. Yeah, we're definitely in a more hilly range of biomes here, so I'm hopeful that there is a meadow around here somewhere. Now, this is a river. It sure is. I love the rivers in this update. Narrowing my eyes at that patch of oxeye daisy up there. Oh. A lot of cornflower up there as well. I'm thinking that that might end up being our meadow. There might be one up there as well. If you see donkeys or rabbits, that's also another key sign of meadows. That's it. It has to be. That must be the meadow. Well, let's find out. We'll hit the 3 hilltops in succession. Up there, and then up there. We'll see if any of them turn out to be the one. Is there a playlist of the background music? This is all just the chill station from the Pretzel Rocks app. You'll see the Pretzel Rocks bot posts links to each of them in the chat when a new track starts playing. You can also do, I think, ! song to see whatever the most recent one is. Oh, chat. We're in a meadow. I saw the water change color. I was like, this water is really blue. Matches the flowers. Oh, and there's another ruined portal over here. How delightful. This meadow was meant to be, I tell you. Meant to be. A fire aspect sword, even more obsidian. Go to the nether several times over at this stage, but we are in a meadow. So it is time. Imagine if I didn't have enough wood. I don't have enough wood to make the jukebox. Ladies and gentlemen, the world premiere of me listening to this music disc. Let's turn up. Yep, jukebox and note blocks is all the way up. The drop, though. Oh, oh, I like that. That absolutely owns. That's incredible. I'm so happy. Like, that felt like such a great, like, cathartic sort of soundtrack to this whole stream, like this whole adventure that we've been on. Worth it. Entirely worth it. Oh man. Oh man. New favorite music disc? Anyone? Anyone find this their new favorite? I think it's probably just because it's new, but I am very tempted to say that is my new favorite music disc. It sort of feels like there's a bit of instrumentation in there that made me think it sort of feels like somehow you've combined all of the other music discs and it's got the vibe of everything that's in the Minecraft music disc library at this point. It is a bop. It is entirely a bop. It's got the Pigstep bop, but it's also got, like, it feels like a little bit of the kind of cheeky instrumentation from Stahl. It's got bits of saxophone in there. You know, there's just, like, there's some really, really good instrumentation in that. What an arrangement. Lena Rain kind of blows C418 out of the water. I think there is a lot to be said for both of them as composers. I'm so happy Lena Rain is working on Minecraft because she's one of my favorite composers anyway. I love the Celeste soundtrack. But that's quite a record. that is going to be worth seeking out. Like, the fact that is a rare thing that you can only get in dungeons or stronghold loot chests is going to be worth seeking out, I think. And it's not quite as tough as getting Pigstep from a Bastion, because Bastions are full of things that want to kill you. But I do enjoy that a great deal. Once again, you can listen to this on Spotify. I just wanted to get it in-game. If you don't listen to it on Spotify, I'm sure it's, like, uploaded elsewhere. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be all kinds of other stuff if you don't use Spotify. But, heck yeah. Oh my goodness. That was entirely worth this whole escapade. It was entirely worth waiting until we went to a meadow biome as well, because, I mean, pretty advanced. But also, also the fact that we kind of put it off until the right moment made it all the more worth it. Congrats, Lena Rain. Congrats, Minecraft, on having these awesome jams in your game. What the heck, guys? What the heck? Let's see the meadow. This is the meadow. This right here is the meadow. Does everything seem really quiet now? I think the music disc was turned up all the way, so it's kind of loud. But I'm like, it's eerily quiet all of a sudden. I should probably put the pretzel playlist back on. But yeah, this rules. So I need to briefly check Twitter for something, or check the Minecraft.net homepage. Because, yeah, it has... It has been released. There is a Minecraft 1.18 beta, experiments, and there are deep dark blocks in there. I'm curious. Now do it again in Bedrock. Because the other side disc is in Bedrock now for this beta as well. Alright, let's catch up on alerts real quick. Poisson3, thank you so much for the 6 months. Darkobi with the 200 bits. Shardizar0 with the 2 gifted subs. And Nick Knight with the 100 bits. We did it. So yeah, Skulk blocks, Skulk Vein blocks, Skulk Catalyst, and Skulk Shriekers are now in the latest Bedrock Edition beta, which means you could look at them with RTX if you wanted to. But that aside, very interesting to see them snapshotted before Java has snapshots for that version. Although obviously, like, you know, if they're developing these features, then they have working prototypes for them. But Java doesn't like to get too ahead of themselves when it comes to snapshotting stuff, and it's where a lot of the Caves and Cliffs terrain stuff is going right now. I have a lot of other stuff planned for videos in the next little while, so I don't know for certain if I'll get to cover this Bedrock beta, because I've got a lot of time I need to spend on other projects, but it's pretty cool. Hey, I tell you what, should we go to the Nether and get Pigstep? So then we have both of the treasure music discs. Finding a bastion would be kind of ridiculous, but we have the technology. Don't even have to cut the corners. Set the spawn. Good idea. Let's sleep here. We don't need the bed in the Nether anyway. We have 12 iron doors. I just saw lava coming down from the ceiling. Was like, I better look up before I do anything more with this. We've got a gold helmet, so we don't need the gold boots right now. Oh! We found another one. Projectile Protection 4. And a Curse of Vanishing Gold Hoe. We must take it with us. If only I'd kept all of the warped fungus and stuff I needed to ride a strider. What kind of bastion do we need to find? Is it a bridge? I think it's a bridge bastion, yeah. I don't know if you find Pigstep anywhere else. Or is it just in the chest and all the ramparts? I'm forgetting. Where'd I see that article? Minecraft.net. Although I think a few people retweeted it. It's where I found it quicker. Jumbo, thank you for the 200 bits. Tadpole Milk with the 100. I'm going to change my title real fast. We found other side. Now going for Pigstep. And if I die in the Nether, I die with the record on me. So I'm kind of fine with that, actually. One of the other streamers, YouTubers you watch, actually accidentally crafted all of his iron ingots into iron doors once. Yeah, it happens. It happens to the best of us. Kayleon with the 5 gifted subs. And we have another hype train rolling. You folks. You spoil me. Let's see if we can get a warped fungus from here. There's probably one in the Crimson Forest somewhere. Not here, apparently. I didn't keep any bone meal on me from earlier. I did something weird to the lighting for a second and it freaked me out. I was like, what just happened? Lighting updates? Hello? Alright, this has no warped fungus in it anywhere. So I guess we're going to have to go wandering. We could compost stuff for bone meal, I guess. Try and bone meal it for a warped fungus. Can find Pigstep in any bastion chest. I thought it had to be specific ones, though. Alright. We only got a few tries, so let's make them count. Need to find the flattest area of Nylium that we can, so probably this one. I guess we can compost all the roots and try it one more time. Let me throw those out so I can pick up the other stuff. The vines, the mushrooms, all of that. Alright, let me catch up here. Hello? Oh, they're hunting hoglins. Tadpole Milk, thank you for another 100 bits. California Moon with the 2 gifted subs. Tadpole Milk with another 100 bits. Void Femme gifting a sub. Joshua in Spanish gifting a sub. Chick Ups with a brand new tier 1 sub. And Real Verity with 500 bits. Thank you all, contributing to that hype train. Getting the hype rolling here on the channel, I appreciate it. Running from the Ziglins, I think. Really? Come on now. No respect. Compost all the fungus until we achieve the results we require. We'll need to go exploring for a bastion anyway. Let's go hunt one down. Yeah, I'll put the gamma filter back on. There we go. A little bit brighter for you all. Gotta remember I don't have, like, feather falling or anything, so I can't really be too reckless here. Gotta scout out either a larger area of Crimson Forest. There's one down there. That should do. Yeah, that'll do. That was a little bit easier than the hours of composting I just attempted. And now, with just a few brief, swift crafting motions, we have what we need. Unfortunately, we don't have a saddle, so we're going to have to go looking for one of those. Unless there's a strider with a saddle on it already, which is incredibly rare. But we've been getting some good luck today, so maybe. Speaking of our good luck, he looked bigger from a distance. Any of you lads got saddles? No, I didn't think so. Void Fam, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. Tab Pulmuk with 100 bits. Blocky Beat with 100 bits. Appreciate you guys keeping that hype train rolling. And hopefully we can track down this final music disc. I can see getting hold of this music disc being another fun challenge in Clash of the Creators in future. That always seems to be one of those things, right? Like, get a music disc somehow. It's like a bit off the beaten track for Minecraft. Not the kind of stuff you get with every single playthrough. What's new in the snapshot? In the Java snapshot, we mostly have additional music. A couple of changes to the way players' spawn position works in fresh worlds, and like there's a couple of tweaks here and there. But in the Bedrock Edition beta today, they got a first look at some of the sculk blocks in the game, which is quite exciting. So it might be worth checking that out later. Can you get the music disc from a skeleton killing a creeper? Nope, it is exclusively treasure in stronghold chests or mob spawner dungeons. So it's kind of like Pigstep, but for the overworld, basically. Throw the bow out of my inventory. I could have combined it with the one I had, but it wouldn't have done any lasting good. Quiet for a soul sand valley, which is preferable. Of course, I say that and I immediately hear a ghast. Not entirely certain where we're going here, but... worth traversing a bit of this to find out what's in the local area. There's an F in bone blocks back there. Well, there was a glowstone number 1 earlier, so you can pick your favorite, I guess. Monstrous silence. I don't need to scare the piglins. I've got gold armor. I even have backup gold armor in case my helmet breaks. Hello. Imagine if all this gravel was unsupported. A single block update and the entire thing cascades into lava. Unsupported gravel causes most of your deaths. Yeah, it'll get you. You're a long way from home. Take care of this lad as well. Thanks for the pork chops. So, Hoglin Stables. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Let's throw out some of the stuff that we probably won't need here. We got a water fungus on a stick, so we can, in theory, huck out the string. Probably best if we don't have a chest going into a bastion in case I just decide to put that down and open it in a moment of uncertainty. We will, of course, have brutes in here somewhere. It's a problem for future Pixel-Riffs. I mean, as far as advancements go, this has been pretty good. I hear you snorting, I hear you stepping. I don't see you. That is a concern. Death from above, piglin. Oh, is he stuck up there? Oh. That changes things. Get wrecked. Yeah, the drop piglins are potentially a danger. I did see one up here. I'm probably going to have to block in up here. That should be enough. No Pigstep, but we got some ancient debris. Of course, the big problem is if we have to go up there to try and get Pigstep. There are only 4 or an unspecified number of brutes. I don't know the exact number. There's usually 5 or 6. But they are spawned along with the structure. There's the Crimson Nylium I was looking for a while. Yeah, they spawn with the structure, so... Oh. That's one less brute in the world. And thus he sank beneath the waves. I hear hoglins. Oh, hello. Don't know where that one is. Apparently it saw me, wherever it was. Yeah, it's the headroom I'm not liking. Oh. There's another one up there. I feel like I'm going to die in here. I feel like a hoglin or a brute is going to take me by surprise any second. Seems fine. Hi up there. Dang it. Yeah, thought so. Hey, no worries. We got the other disc, though. I bet that Bastion wouldn't have had it anyway. We can, we'll go back in creative and check. I'm not going to go and play any more survival, but I'm going to look just out of curiosity. So which way did we go? We went, like, this way. Went across a soul sand valley in one direction or another. Because we went down here, across there. Yeah, okay. This is the trajectory we took. The vague direction. Across here. Over that gravel bridge. Bastion down here. You know what? I think the other side disc may have been the only thing that actually went into the lava. Oh no, there it is. Safe. That's all we needed to see, chat. That's all we needed to see. Yeah, I tried to burn him with a bucket of lava, but I put it down behind him as he was running towards me. I did not anticipate how fast they are. So in terms of other chests around here we could have got, there's one here, which didn't have anything. Had 2 ancient debris, but no Pigstep. There usually aren't that many other chests out here. Where I always think there are more than there are. That's got some more gold in. That was the one we opened. It had the nylium in it. And then, I guess up here in the ramparts is where we get the big treasure that I don't normally bother with too much because it's usually guarded by a bunch of dudes. You go in here and up a flight of stairs. You get this stuff. Where we have a snout banner pattern, but no pigstep. We have an ancient debris in there, but no pigstep. Is there another side to this? Or is that it? Oh, it's over here. We have a diamond shovel. Yeah, there was no pigstep in this one. Ah, well, our search was fruitless in the end. But hey, we had a good time doing it, and that's the important part. There's enough ancient debris in there for a netherite ingot? Yeah. I didn't have any diamond stuff. I could have applied it to the shovel that I found in the chest, maybe. But, is there one more chest down here? Nah, that's not where they're keeping the pigstep, is it? Keep on stepping. But hey, not too bad. Not too bad. And I'm so happy that we waited till stream for my first time listening to that disc, because that's an absolute banger. I very much enjoy it. I called it as well. I said I was going to die. I said those piglin brutes were going to get the better of me, and they did. But to be fair, my armor was trash, so wasn't really going to hold up if I actually got attacked. Is this a housing? Oh no, this is a bridge. These are the ones I'm fairly certain are supposed to have the pigstep discs, like up here. Oh, it's lodestones is maybe what I'm thinking of. I think, yeah, there's loot that you can only get in like some of the chests, and I think I was thinking of lodestones. There's our pigstep. It would have had to be a second bastion. Will I try another world? Nah, we're done for today, I think. I know we're going to be ending the stream a little early, but I think I am all done. And I want to go and check out the Bedrock beta, but I don't want to do that on stream because it means reconfiguring a lot of stuff that I haven't really messed with for a while. And if I reconfigure stuff, I always forget to reconfigure it back afterwards. So that is where we're going to be wrapping up for today. I appreciate you all being on this journey with me. Thank you for listening to the new disc, to Otherside. It's always nice to have a listening party. And we're going to be raiding somebody else here on Twitch. I believe I just saw a notification that Bruno was going to go live doing something kind of similar. So we're going to go raid Bruno. Bruno Dan Uy is a fantastic Minecraft streamer from the wonderful country of Uruguay. I kind of think of him as Uruguayan Corrales. He's got that energy. He is a wonderful dude. You'll have a great time in his chat. Tell him I sent you using your Pixel Hype emotes and the hashtag PixelRaid. And I'll be back with you guys maybe this Sunday. I have some other stuff going on Sunday, so we'll see. But yeah, you will also be potentially seeing me in an upcoming Twitch Rivals broadcast. I'm going to be casting some more of the Minecraft Twitch Rivals stuff, co-commentating alongside a couple of people. And I will announce that as and when it's happening, but keep an eye out. Some of that should be happening next week. Thank you all for being here. My name's been Pixel Riffs. I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.